You know that famous quote that says, the Igbo land has everything one could ever ask for? Well, that is true, or should I say, was true. I'll leave that for you to figure out. Meanwhile, let's take a stroll to a famous part of the Igbo land. This is Ugwele village, located in Uturu town, which is in Isukwato local government in Abia state. In this land, all was well because the gods took care of their own. In this land also, the gods visited his people by possessing an available body for a short period of time, after which they go back to the underworld. They do this when they have a very important message to pass, more like a life or death sentence information. Their crops grew well and were evergreen. Here, they had the incessant support of Ahajoku, the god of agriculture. He looked out for their crops. These people ate to their satisfaction and never experienced drought. The remnants of their harvest was joyfully sold on different market days. Eke, Orie, Afo, Nkwo. It was yet another market day today. The villagers were happy and excited to sell yet another farm produce in the market square. The women commonly sold vegetables and the men carried and sold heavy tubers of yam. The children assisted their parents by selling with them after school, regardless of their ideal chores. They carried out chores like fetching water from the stream, cutting firewood, washing clothes and plates. Yes, the list goes on and on without stopping. Aside selling their farm produce in the market day was a day to laugh and reunite with families. Parents took intermittent breaks with their children and would go to another selling stand, laughing and gisting with another family. They laughed and giggled while they talked about the community or their husband or wives. On this Eke market day, a young man called Ekubo came selling his produce like every other person. He was very handsome. He had brown eyes that seemed to be able to penetrate the heart of anyone. He was 6 feet tall. He had fair muscles, great stamina, and was the desire of every lady in the village. His crop surprisingly grew more than everyone's crop. Everyone wondered how that happened and would ask him for tips or tricks. He told them, but yet his crop outgrew his counterparts. It was like he had it all.
Ụtụtụ ọma o. N'ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma kedu?
Ị chọrọ ịma?
Ee, anyị chọrọ ịma.
Yes, Ekubo was a flirt. He loved the admiration he got from ladies. Rumor had it that he never wanted to marry because he didn't want to be tied down. Something was amiss with Ekubo. He was always the last person to leave the market square, even after selling all his farm produce. His produce was the first to finish, but he was always the last to leave. You would ask how I know this. Well, this is me. I would rather call myself Mma, which translates for beauty in English, but the villagers generally call me Nti, which translates to ear in English. I write to the king about matters. No, that came out wrong. I gossip to the king about his kingdom. I wasn't appointed. I lived in this kingdom. This is more of a hobby to me and I enjoyed every bit of it. Some people call me a homewrecker. Some call me a savior. Some call me a god on earth because I seem to know everything in the village. The king trusts my information more than that of his kinsmen. This didn't happen overnight though. It was consistent hard work, and over time, the king realized that my information was always true. Before a case is judged in the palace, the king eagerly awaits my judgment on the matter. I and only I could say who was wrong or not. I'll tell you how this process goes. I get my information, write it down on my slate, and send it to my pet, Agu. He's a birdie. Then he drops this message in front of the palace. It is then picked up and read. Subsequently, my news spread like wildfire to everyone in the community. The Igbo of Mbaka Kingdom. I wish to bring to your notice that not all that glitter is truly gold. What can explain Ekubo, son of Amadi, being the last person to leave the market square every day? Could this be the reason for his success among his counterparts? I will uncover this, I promise you. Udo!
Wait. No just go like that now. Help me press that subscribe button and the bell wey dey in front so that you go follow for the first people wey go dey see our future videos.